Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Andrew Snorton with Creative Community Solutions. And as you're aware, whenever we get a chance to wear our press and media hat, we are so excited to cover different events and different people doing wonderful things across arts and entertainment, nonprofit, sports, government, and politics, and a few other areas. As a reminder, to make sure to catch our full article, make sure to visit our website, asnortonccs.com/blog, and the very first article that you'll see will be this particular one. Make sure to add us on Facebook and YouTube at Creative Community Solutions LLC. Make sure to add us on Instagram and Twitter at ASnortonCCS. So that way you'll be aware of not only the interview that you're about to see today, but also the written article. And I tell you what, my time in Central Illinois has been extraordinary. I've been able to meet, greet, and connect with extraordinary people doing great things. And I'm so excited to have Hannah Johnson with us. Hannah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay, so before we get into all the moving parts and great projects you have going on, give us a point of reference where you're based out of, the name of your organization, and what are some of the key programs and services that you provide.
Absolutely. So I am the newly minted executive director of the Illinois Art Station in Normal, Illinois. And we are an organization that strives to provide transformative visual arts experiences for children, youth, and their families, regardless of neighborhood or background. And so we are an organization that started in 2016, has been offering community programming since 2018. But we've only been in our physical location since last year, September, and have really only been an independent nonprofit since 2020. So we have kind of, depending on where you start, we're still a very young organization and are still kind of finding our way and building identity within our community. But the visual arts, social justice, scholarship is always central to the work that we're doing. And we really believe that, again, early exposure during those formative years to the visual arts and performative arts is just integral into building, aware and productive and creative citizens. And so that's what we're a little bit about what we're all about.
Wow, and I'm glad you walked through that with us because we know, like, the arts, especially visual arts, like they say, a picture tells 1,000 words. Art can definitely tell a story. Given, I'll say, the position that you have, describe to us, how did art, especially through this lens, really captivate you and draw you in, for lack of a better term?
Yeah, absolutely. So for me personally, I grew up in the performing arts. I'm the progeny of two theater professionals, and so grew up in the theater. But visual arts is part of that too, right? And so my parents were scenic painters and lighting designers, and that was just always part of our upbringing, our existence, our awareness. And so, I went a little bit of a circuitous route, stayed in the theater as a hobby, really until I started my career at the McLean County Museum of History, another local nonprofit. And again, so went the cultural historian route, but was always interested in how arts impacted, right, and influenced and informed the ways that historical movements happened. But then at the same time, are kind of artifacts of those times, right, and allow us to dive a little bit deeper and understand kind of the human perspective of some of our, historical eras. And so coming to the Illinois Art Station seemed just kind of a natural progression, maybe even a full circle type of thing, circling back to the arts and centering that again. And I'd say, especially for me personally, all of us had this collective experience of the pandemic, and there could be moments in there where you felt a little bit further away, right, from the arts community, and whether or not that was, less opportunity to just walk into a gallery space and get that, kind of visual impact of new work, or, buying a ticket to a production, that sort of thing. And so from a personal perspective and kind of a cathartic perspective. It feels good to be here.
Wow. And I'm glad that you shared that because, like you said, arts really is an extension of who you are. And now, with your role in leadership, not only are you bringing experience from other areas, but it's already something that's in you. And speaking about something that's in you or inside of us, you have a big project, an undertaking that is really like just about here. Walk through with us what is upcoming over the next, I'll say, week and a half or so, where you're really putting a lot of these principles into play, and it's a way for the community to get better engaged and better involved.
Yeah, so we are embarking on a major collaborative project. So Illinois Art Station, along with Artolution, which is an international nonprofit. Joel Bergner is a artist and muralist who's actually born in Bloomington, Normal, but now travels all over the world, creating experiences for communities in crisis to again come together through art, through mural making, through performance. And so he is back with us in Bloomington this summer. So Illinois Art Station, Artolution, City of Bloomington, Bloomington Police Department, Western Avenue Community Center, BCII Cultural Arts and Humanities, Illinois State University, District 87. We're all coming together. And if you're local, these things, these names mean something. They have weight, right? And so we are doing a collaborative mural that will be installed in Miller Park, which is in the west side of Bloomington, historic district, central kind of to the identity of Bloomington Normal. And we're coming together around the theme of creating safe spaces. And so this project really came a little bit out of a singular vision of really wanting to provide an opportunity for young people, young artists, and folks in law enforcement officers to come together in a meaningful way that's kind of hopefully stripped of these kind of stereotypical roles that we all hold, right? And really emphasize that human to human connection through art making. And so over the next 2 weeks, from tomorrow through July 9th, all of us will be gathering together, again, over 40 youth and a number of officers and community members coming together to create this mural, as well as an accompanying live performance. And then on July 9th, Saturday, July 9th, we'll invite the whole community to gather around the mural, see the debut of this live performance, and really hopefully kind of absorb what creating safe space looks like and means for the young artists in particular who are creating this visual piece in our community.
Wow. And I tell you what, you are tapping into so many segments of the community. And it's almost like, and I like using this analogy, the fish, when you're fishing, the bigger net you cast, the more that you can bring in. And you're tapping into so many aspects of from public service to higher education to other aspects of our nonprofits and other community-based organizations. And that is really saying a lot. And obviously giving youth that voice, which is so important and so critical. Let us know the best ways for people to not only connect with this project, but just connecting with upcoming programs, services. So please make sure website, social media, if people want to donate, things along those lines. So walk us through all of that.
Absolutely. So you can find Illinois Art Station's website at illinoisartstation.org. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at IL Art Station. We will be posting regularly about this project, and we're active on social media promoting upcoming classes, camps, programs, but also hopefully using our platform to further the arts community at large. And so we like to share out what our arts partners here locally and regionally are doing, really looking to connect families and youth in a variety of ways to the arts. And there is a link to donate on our website for sure. So again, Illinois Art Station /donate.org. And we are actively fundraising for this particular project. So if creating safe spaces and public art is something that you're really into, we'd love to have that support. But otherwise, a general donation to Illinois Art Station will again continue to further connection and engagement with the arts for our young people.
Well, Hannah, I tell you what, your leadership team, volunteers, donors, all of you sound like you are really working, in unison, in tandem to help leave a very positive footprint and much needed footprint in the lives of people in Normal, Bloomington, and McLean County. Before we wind down, if people don't remember any of the moving parts you've talked about from your personal and professional attachment with the mission and purpose of the nonprofit, with the focus of this upcoming endeavor, what's one thing you'd like to leave with our audience? Just to, like I like to say, keep it in your hip pocket, keep it in your inside jacket pocket, what have you.
So I would say the one takeaway is that arts are for everyone, right? Regardless of age, regardless of background, regardless of experience or talent or any of these modifiers we want to apply. There's always an opportunity to engage with the arts. And so seek it out, and again, it might just be a mural on the side of a wall. But if that resonates with you, take a mental picture and walk away with it. And hopefully that informs something later on or makes you that much more ready to interact with the next artwork that you see or the opportunity to create something yourself.
Wow. Well, Hannah, I tell you what, we thank you for taking time to share your professional journey, your personal journey, the mission and purpose of the nonprofit, the great work that has been done, the great work that's taking place, as well as the great work that's on the horizon. So again, as a reminder, to catch the full interview, make sure to add us on YouTube at Creative Community Solutions, LLC. It'll be in the special talk section where you can not only catch up with the work that's taking place here, but some really, really just amazing people doing some amazing work. As a reminder, on Facebook, Creative Community Solutions, LLC, Ace Norton CCS on Twitter and Instagram. And again, on our website, acenortonccs.com/blog. So as always, we thank you for taking time to be a part of the work that we're doing. If we can make it happen, we'll make it happen. If we can get there, we can get there. And if we have the opportunity to share, we are definitely going to do so. So until next time, everyone have a great day, a great week. And again, if this is your first time connecting, don't let it be your last. So until next time, everybody, take very good care.